Day 100 vlog foot reveal. You know what? Sure, why not? Has it been a week since I've done this? No. Have I been fighting the urge to respond to these every single day? Oh yeah. Am I gonna run around the house setting up the camera in a bunch of different places, making it look like I did a bunch of stuff while doing this, but in reality I just spent about 30 or 40 minutes responding to comments? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Objectively, I think it's funny collecting all of these because it's one of the worst or most disliked themes that they've ever done. Questioning my sanity over it? Yeah, I think that's fair. And I kind of already built an army of them, not intentionally to keep for myself. I had plans to do things with them, but money. It's not Sands or Sands with a D or any variation of. My name's actually on the back of this Coke bottle. Maybe one day I'll tell you, but not today. Absolutely not in any realm of the possibility. Don't you also have more subscribers than me on that channel? And I do have some clones. I would like to make a clone army, but that's more expensive and not a priority right now because I can't use an excuse of a droid video to make a clone army. I have no issue doing a room tour. I planned or thought about doing it multiple times. It's just, you kind of, what you see is what you get. There's not a lot going on in here. I have a lot of crap crammed away, but honestly, it's a pretty barren room. That is what my name tag said. What do I think of the January Star Wars sets? Probably overpriced. I'm gonna assume that they're gonna be way overpriced. The chicken mosaic's always with me, or I mean mostly with me. I took it from Ohio to California, that's where you saw it, and it's just been a minute before I had the baggage space to bring it here safely without having to take it apart, because if I had to do that, I probably wouldn't be able to put it back together properly. It's been a thing for a hot few years, and you not being able to control yourself, I'm not apologizing, because I don't need that on my plate. I already have me not being able to control myself on my plate, and that is more than a handful. God bless, is it that obvious? God. Thoroughly surprised and shocked, appalled maybe, that anyone was able to get through that whole video, let alone the few people that have already claimed doing so. I don't have anything to add to this. I just wanted to highlight it because it was funny. It got me rolling. I probably laughed for a few minutes. They were talking about me blurring out my feet. Just for context, it was funny. Oh yeah, I plan on doing it. I'm not sure when. I would like to, but I'd also like to paint up the figures, even though I've never done that before. But I don't know, maybe some dry brushing and oil washes just to give them a few additional highlights. I am probably waiting on, well, other than buying the material like paint and paintbrushes, I'm waiting on getting the other two members of the Bad Batch, Hunter and Crosshair from season 1. I will probably end up doing this an awful lot. There's just every single day, well, I'm traveling, sure, that's real easy to do, but every single day, I just know I'm gonna be getting a lot more chores done with these things. Probably will not be doing that, but I have done in the past a video of me trying to replicate Julia Child's voice. Bad, really bad video. Would not recommend. I have fully planned on doing that. I want to do it, and a lot. There's just one little tiny issue. I don't work out. You know, you don't have to be a jerk about it. I know I can't sing well, but I'm putting myself out on the line. I can't even feign being upset about that. Yeah, no, I'm terrible. Oh, look, another Black Series. I haven't bought a single one, yet they just keep appearing. They have not, unfortunately. It's still 4K. 3K is for something else. I appreciate the optimism. More so, I appreciate you being the only person, I think, to even respond to my that whole thing that I brought up. I don't know, I'm on the fence. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that it'll be, not that this channel would make any money at all, not with the views, but I'm doubtful. Just the current trajectory it's going right now, I'm not too sure. That's not a bad idea, not a bad idea at all, but really just one extra step of having to find it isn't much of a block, and the black and white thing wasn't also much of a block. It was a hindrance, it was annoying, but it was still me going on and wasting too much time on whatever. As of right now, I don't have any streaming services or YouTube or any social media things on my phone, and I think that's for the better because I still can get on Instagram on my iPad and my computer. It's just another extra step. Also, have you used Instagram on your computer or on a tablet? It is an awful user experience. I probably won't be doing that just because building or buying a lot of Yodas is not super inexpensive. And I think I kind of technically I have a bit of one going on. The very same, have I had it, can you even see if it's, oh yeah, you definitely can see. Have had it the whole time. Too expensive to replace, too expensive to repair. You know, it kind of has character now. I don't hate the fact that it's completely not water repellent at all. That doesn't scare the crap out of me all the time. Also, having a cracked screen isn't the worst because every time I drop it, I'm always worried that it might crack more, but at the same time, what is an additional crack gonna do? It's always, oh no. Anyways, not every day, But often days when I'm way too late to get started. I know you two think you're funny calling me a beta because I played the beta of a video game, but you're kind of a little late to the trigger when my wife already did it, and there's nothing more. Yeah, kinda. They're both RTS games or real-time strategy, so they're in the same vein, the same general design scheme, but I also agree with the person that responded to. It is a far better experience. No, yeah, I was expecting people to not be super happy about it. I mean, objectively, it was kind of boring. I tried to make it a little bit more interesting at the beginning, but no, I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm not hurt. I get it. Because it's easier than blurring out the entire foot. That's not true. It's actually more effort. I think this is a good foundation of a question, but it kind of fails sticking the landing. If you're a god like Hades or Zeus, you probably have some sort of ability to regrow said limbs or reattach them or something. But let's take out the god aspect and just ask the question, would you rather have no arms or no legs? Absolutely no legs. Not walking would be sucky, and having to be in a wheelchair would be, yeah, a miserable experience. But one, you could do some cool wheelchair tricks and you sit everywhere you go, which is already pretty cool. But two, yeah, I do a lot more with my hands. Our fingers are what separates us from most animals, and I'm keeping my arms. Unless the question is, it's only the arms gone and we get to keep the hands, in which case, I need more time to think about it. Cultured in the sense of you're technically more worldly because you've seen more things and you've seen alternate views and opinions on stuff, or alternate takes. That's kind of cultured. And yes, I did play Yu-Gi-Oh! I actually probably played it more effectively than I played Pokemon because the rules somehow made a little bit more sense, or they were written on the... I was about to pull out my Yu-Gi-Oh! Binder, but that would be too much. I'm not doing that. I said you weren't very interested. I can't really speak on how interesting you are. I know that I can gauge people's general interest on how well videos perform, or rather the engagement that it receives. And if a video only gets 2 or 3 comments, then yeah, it probably wasn't a very interesting comment for the viewers. However, for the people that I do know, I can say not a lot of very interesting people in that space of my friends. Yeah, no, I'm not that kind of funny. I'm not that funny to begin with, but no. I got it from my pal Josh Brett's JB Brick Fanatic, who is the famous, worldly known designer for the BTS set, everybody's favorite band. This Yoda in particular, though, actually was a giveaway for the 1999 Frito-Lay Pepsi Target giveaway. You had to guess how many bricks were in it, and if you got close to it, they sent you one. This one's a little bit messed up, though. There's some bricks glued in weird spots, and it was better than spending $600 on one. A lot of you were quite supportive with the comments, and this is another one of those scenarios where me responding individually to each comment in a text format makes more sense, but I just thank you. I just wanted to say appreciate it. A lot of positive, do whatever you want. However, shows how little you know about the YouTube algorithm and how to be successful. You can't just do whatever you want. You gotta niche down. You have to get on your knees and start. I tried something similar with building Lego. It wasn't that interesting. It wasn't that great. But then you also said I'm like the Drew Gooden, but on Adderall, and that I don't get. Are you saying I'm the calmer version because Adderall is supposed to like get your head screwed on straight? And also, is it seriously that obvious? Really? Now, I do like these suggestions. I did think about the daily opening, although I would quickly run out of daily opens. Going outside and doing it, making it a vlog, I like that thought process. That opens up a lot of gates in a lot of different ways. That also makes me sound like a sexual predator.